I broke the record for most interceptions in one game, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how I got 10 picks in one single game of Madden 25. If you like content like this, then make sure you like and subscribe down below. Let's get into the video. It's week number 11, and this week we got CJ Stroud in the Houston Texans, and so far this season I've recorded 43 interceptions and 11 pick sixes. Before we get into the game, let's go over our weekly scouting report. The top threat this week is Stephon Diggs at 91 overall, followed by Tank Dell and Nico Collins. We're going to have to watch out for that 92 speed. Next up is the tight end, Dalton Schultz. Then we got our running back, Joe Mixon, and for the quarterback this game, of course, we got CJ Stroud. Without further ado, let's get into this game. With the first play, I'm just going to be showing that I get beat just like everybody else. Look, cover one, lined up on the right, and we get beat right here for the first touchdown of this game. We end up getting beat by Nico Collins. He ends up using his speed to get into the end zone, making this game 7-0, putting offense back on the field. And right here, we get a 50-yard rush from Ezekiel Elliott, tying this game up at 7-7, and we're right back on the field. Everybody covered, and D-line gets a sack, putting them at 2nd and 24. We got a cover one on the field. We're going to bait 6 to 7 yards inside and about 10 yards back. We let them get that run off. QB sees the bait. We're going to catch our first interception. We get a little block right here, but we end up getting stopped at the 25 for our first pick of this game. I see a lot of people still struggling to get picks. You just got to make sure you're baiting hard and letting that quarterback know you're going to leave your receiver wide open. Let's move on. We get the offense in a good position. They end up getting a 13-yard touchdown, putting us in the lead at 14-7. We're covering the outside receiver on a cover one. And you see we're going to let him get a big runoff right here. And we're going to snatch the ball out of his hands. And that's going to be the second pick. We try getting some yards but get pushed out of bounds. You got to let that wide receiver get a little bit of a runoff, a head start before you start backpedaling. And if you got a good jump, decent height, then you're going to be snatching it out of the air every single time. Offense driving it down to the red zone, and Ezekiel Elliott gets his second touchdown of this game, putting us up 21-7. We're still in the first quarter of this game. Cover one on the field, looks like they're in a bunch formation. They run the ball, he tries to go down the middle, and we stop them for a 2nd and 11. Same formation, but he runs a streak route, and we're going to follow him, and that jump is going to get us our third pick of this game, and we're going to try to get some yards, but we get taken down at the 45-yard line. On the instant replay, he's about 5 yards in front of me, and we still end up leaping and catching it over his head, getting that easy third pick in the first quarter. Offense ends up getting held to a field goal, putting this game at 24-7. 1st and 10 right here. We're still in the first quarter of this game, and we get a stop on the running back. 2nd and 10, we follow our man, and the quarterback takes a deep shot, and it ends up getting stopped for a 3rd and 10. Still here with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to get manned up. We know they're throwing it on 3rd and 10. We're guarding the outside receiver. He breaks outside right here. We're going to follow him, and we get that 4th pick on a leap-in interception, and that's going to be 4 picks in the first quarter of this game. That's probably the cleanest interception so far this year. CJ Stroud tries to get that corner route. We're going to jump right in front of it. Look at that leap. Unreal. Put offense in a good position for another field goal, putting us up at 27-7. Guarding this outside receiver right here, we're going to give him too much of a runoff, and he's going to beat us off of a streak, run it all the way down, and that's going to be their second touchdown of this game, putting them at 27-14. That's going to be Tank Dell, number 3, with that touchdown, putting offense right back on. We're going to drive it all the way down, and we're going to get another touchdown from Ezekiel Elliott in the red zone, and that's going to be his 3rd touchdown of this game. They're in the same formation once again. Off of a cover one, we're going to guard this outside receiver. We know he's breaking outside. We're going to jump it, and that's going to be the 5th pick of this game. We're going to drive it down for some yards. We're going to put offense in a really good position. But right now, let's get that instant replay of that pick. Look at that. Jump that corner route. That's going to be an easy snatch. Putting offense in a good position. And Ezekiel Elliott, once again, another touchdown, putting this game at 41-14. Our X Factor still hasn't been activated even after 5 picks. We get one boomstick right there. Right here, he dumps it off. We get that second boomstick, activating this X factor. Now we can see the plays pre-snap. We see this little out route in the streak. We're going to chase him down, catch it right above his head, and we're going to see if we can get some yards here. We don't. We get taken down right at the 30-yard line, but not before we get our 6th interception of this game. We're getting sent off with a minute 31, and right here we end up getting a glitch. I'm not too sure what happened, but right here we go to continue, and with the minute 30 left, offense gets skipped out and it puts defense right back on the field. If you've ever gotten this glitch on superstar mode, comment it down below. I'm not too sure what happened there, but that's going to give us another opportunity for an interception. Right here we're guarding this out route. Quarterback's going to scramble out. We're going to go for a big hit, but he's going to slide down. We're guarding this outside receiver. He's on a little comeback route. We're going to stay close. He's going to snap the ball. He stays there. And he has a little floater, and we're going to catch it before we go out of bounds, getting our 7th interception this game before halftime. This wasn't even the receiver we were supposed to be guarding, and I still end up catching the ball over both of their heads, Hooker and their tight end Schultz. Offense right back at it. They're going to drive it down. We get an incomplete pass from Dak Prescott, 3rd and 5, and 3 yards is not good enough, putting us right back on the field. And we still got our X factor activated here. We see he's on an in route. We're going to follow him all the way down, and he ends up throwing that for no reason, and that's going to be an easy pick for our 8th interception of this game. Look at that. I don't know why he threw it to him. He was guarded the whole time, and we're going to catch it out of Tank Dell's hands, putting offense right back on. In the red zone here, we get a 4-yard touchdown from Brandon Cooks. Extra point good, putting this game at 48-14. And we're right back on a 3rd and 8. We got cover 1 on the field, guarding this outside receiver. And that should have been an easy little jump right there for another interception. But we get beat again for the 3rd time this game, giving up 3 touchdowns, putting this game at 48-21. Offense isn't able to move it down the field, and they get taken off after a 3rd down stop. The Texans got us here in the red zone. We got this outside receiver all alone. He's going to do a little dump off pass that gets broken up. We get great man coverage. We got cover 1 guarding this outside receiver. 7 yards inside. We let him break off, and we're going to get a pick right in the end zone. We're going to get taken down, tripped up, but that's going to be our 9th interception of this game here in the 3rd quarter. Offense isn't going to be able to produce any more points, keeping the score the same, putting us right back on the field in the 4th quarter with 15 minutes on the clock. We're here at a 1st and 10, cover 1 on the field, guarding this outside receiver, and we're going to get a stop right here, keeping them at a 2nd and 7. We're chasing 10. Right here we got this receiver on lock. We know he's probably going to break outside. We're going to guard him tight. Look at this. He breaks out. We're there for that easy pick, but we're going to get tackled down right away. But that is 10 interceptions in one single game of Madden 25. This has to be a Madden record. I've never seen 10 picks done in one single game. So if you've seen this done before, I want you to comment down below where you saw it. And after that last pick, I kind of went into autopilot. I just wasn't expecting 10 interceptions in one game. Right here, we got this inside receiver. We follow him on the motion, but we get stuck on our middle linebacker, and we give up another touchdown, putting this game at 28-51. It's safe to say we're going to be staying undefeated, putting us up at 10-0 for the season, and that's crazy. The game we go 10-0. We also get 10 picks in one game of Madden 25. We end with a final of 58-21, and let's head over to our post-game performance report. We had 6 tackles, 0 deflections, 10 interceptions, and 2 assisted tackles. With that record-breaking game, that's going to be all we have for this video, and we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you guys our next week's opponents in week number 12. We're going to be playing the 5-6 Washington Commanders, and we're going to be trying to keep this undefeated streak going. If you guys like content like this, then please make sure you like and subscribe down below for more. I'll see you guys in the next video.